hose and all you dirty plant enthusiasts out there. Oh my goodness. How's everybody doing this morning?
This makes me look smaller.
This live is actually public instead of unlisted.
That was my idea.
Like yesterday's live, so.
I said, why don't we make this one public?
Let me get where I can see my chat real quick, and I need to fix that. Not you. You don't fix it. I'll fix it.
Here, I'll fix it.
Don't you fix it. You don't fix it. Sorry, guys. Get you a little bit closer. Oh, you can kind of see what, look, the little seed in the background. That's cute.
Just the way I planned it.
Should have done like an aquascape or something like that. You got to get to where you can see the chat or something.
Oh, yeah. Well, you
Good morning, everybody. I talked for forever also yesterday in the chat, and I don't know what I said and what I didn't say, but
You were just running your mouth.
I was just running my mouth. I was trying to catch everybody up. Yeah, Andrew, we got the scenic view. Hi, Will. Hey, John. Hey, Kristen. Hey, Emily. I'm just now getting to where I can see the chat. What's up, you guys? I was gonna make coffee and then I got halfway through it and I didn't finish it, so it's still in there in the kitchen.
You mean go get it for you?
No, like it has to fully be made. Like I didn't add the creamer or anything to it, so.
Well, I don't want to do all that.
Good morning with your shield, Ladybuds Plants. Good morning, Christy D. Well, look what the cat drug in. I tell you what, guys. I tell you what. Good morning, Kim. Ladybuds Plants. What's up, you guys? Thank you so much for coming this morning. It's going to be really chill. It's just going to be like, thank you. It's a dress. I'll show you it here in a minute. It's really cute.
She said dress casual, and then she goes and does this and makes me look like a hobo.
Well, it's 10 o'clock. The other morning, yesterday when I went live, I just had pajamas on. But it's later in the day today, so. Oh. Well, you know, I'm back to uploading now, so I hope that, well, I don't even know if I can say uploading. To be honest with you guys, I think I'm going to try to start live streaming because, and I know I'm so good at it since I put my stream on unlisted yesterday. I'm very inexperienced, but I think I'm going to start live streaming and like just going places with y'all. Like, where do you want to go today? Do you want to go plant shopping, or let's go get coffee, or let's go to Lowe's? Or it's a wild concept. It's a wild idea, but what better time to try something new than when I've been gone for so long? You know what I mean? Good morning, Ari. Oh my God, there's people in the chat today. That's isn't that nice? Oh my God. Crazy to think I've been watching you for almost 5 years. I know. Isn't that insane that I've been doing this for that long? It's crazy. I know that other YouTubers have done it a lot longer than me, but for me to do anything for 5 years, isn't that
That's
something?
That is
That's
something.
really saying something, you guys, because I would have anything else.
I'm lucky to have made it 5 years.
5 years.
Speaking of which, we just made it 8 years.
Yeah, we just celebrated our 8-year.
I don't know why that's speaking of 5 years when we just made it 8, but
because he knows that every guy that I've dated only made it 5 years was like the cutoff. I want to do heart-shaped leaves after dark. Casey, he's just remember how last time I was around I said, oh my God, he's so overwhelmed. Like nothing's changed since then within. Hello from the North Georgia mountains. Oh, it's muggy here too. What's up, Working Blue? What's up? Yeah.
What is it?
I think if we do it, we're not going to do it with mics. We're just going to do it just like with the phone, like just hanging out with the two of us, because when we did it with the mics and the soundboard and all that stuff, that's something that Casey had to do, and he had to mix, because I don't know how to do any of that stuff. I don't know how to run those programs. So if we did do like an occasional podcast format, it would have to be just something that I can put out, you know, where y'all can just listen to it. That may not be like the best audio quality. You know what I mean? I know. Like, I see videos posted from time to time about how the passage of time from 2020 to 2024 just doesn't 100% vibe, doesn't feel real. I'm actually starting to feel better. This year, I'm actually starting to feel better about the passage of time. I say that, but it's August. And it just feels like the new year has just happened, so.
All right, I got
Hey,
to
Lindsay loves leaves. Oh, thank you so much. I'm halfway into, I don't know. Like, I just redo them as they fall off, so I haven't painted.
She usually stabs me with them
yet.
and breaks them off in me, and then it's time to put another one on.
No, that's not it at all.
She does stab me. She hadn't left one in me though.
Yeah, setup and production was stressful when we tried to do the podcast, and Casey and I are deeply in love, and we get along so well. But if we work together, it doesn't work. It doesn't work well. And when we tried to be on like some sort of a schedule and do that podcast, it was not good.
It'd work a lot better if she'd just do everything I tell her to do. But it don't work that way.
So recently we tried to do a workout plan together, and it's like oil and water. It
didn't work out.
It's oil and water, you guys. Yeah.
Well, when we start a new workout plan, then I'm looking at it the night before, and I'm getting my exercises in my app, and I'm figuring out what I want to do, and I'm thinking about this new exercise and how does it work, and I'm really thinking through it, you know. So when I get there, I'm ready to work out. Well, she gets there and she's like, "Where are we at? What are we doing?"
That is not true at all. I don't even want to get into it with you. Yeah, play on fire. That's exactly what he's doing. Well, look, you need to look at the chat and listen to the chat, because that's not. Casey has, oh my God, I don't even want to get into it, but Casey has a way of, if he's in charge of some sort of task or project, he has a very condescending way.
I have a way of achieving that goal.
He has a very condescending way of speaking, and it just doesn't vibe well with me. I'm not into that. I'm not into being like spoken to in a like.
I don't mean it. I think you're being overly sensitive. That's what I think.
Well, you know, it happens. I do be overly sensitive sometimes.
Yeah.
So, anyways, we just don't work well together, and we can't have structure.
That's not true.
Stuff like that. It is true. It's 100% true. We don't work well together. We can run a household like nobody's business. We do well together as a couple, but I don't like him being in any type of structured, this is what we're doing together type of activities. No, if we had to like build something or die, we're dead. We are dead.
That's not true.
It's been a long time since you've built something with me, hasn't it? Yeah.
Well, two people can't be telling each other what to do at the same time. That's the problem.
I'm not gonna get any more into it with you. Oh my God.
I can't see the stupid thing.
It's almost like Rachel needs to put "Don't tell me what to do" on a T-shirt or something. Yeah, you know, it's not even that, guys. It's, I don't know. I can't. No one's gonna be on my side on this one, and I'm aware of that because I'm kind of mean, and it's okay. I realize I listen to the sound of my own voice. I hear what I sound like. I know I sound really mean, and everybody thinks I just pick on and bully Casey all over the place. That's the narrative. I get it. But he really can be, I don't know what the
adorable.
word. Adorable and completely overbearing when it comes to stuff like that. So, I don't know. You know, we just don't. So anyways, to answer your question, Heart Shaped Leaves After Dark will happen, but it'll be on whenever I feel like it and however I want to do it, and me. And the end. That's how that goes. So.
Maybe we just do that type of stuff on this channel and just do it.
So I remembered some of the things that I was talking about yesterday. So please tune me out, Andrew. He'll have something hilarious to say about that. Tune me out because I'm going to repeat myself, but I wanted to tell you guys about, because it's been a long time since I've seen you and I haven't done any like update videos on telling you where I've been and stuff like that. So good morning, Megan. I used to be a dirty plant hoe a few years ago. I sent y'all the cactus costume. My kids have been begging to wear that costume ever since they turned like 14 and 15 years old, and they haven't been allowed to do it. I'm thinking about letting the 18-year-old wear it this year. So that lives on to this day. And the Plant Madam jacket, it's right there in my closet. Thank you so much, Megan. Oh my God, this is giving me severe flashbacks. Ladybud's plants, that's exactly how I am. Yeah. And I don't have a hard time like hiding it when it's happening either. I let him know that I'm not happy in the moment, and yeah. But we've been married for 8 years. We had our anniversary this past month.
July.
Yeah, this past month. So we've been married for 8 years. We're making it. And the 5-year thing is funny.
See, I could have messed with you there because you were not certain.
We never can remember our anniversary. Someone usually has to tell us when it's our anniversary. Typically his mom lets us know when our anniversary's coming up.
Yeah, one year she was like, well, happy anniversary. And I was like, what?
What?
It was
oh,
like
no.
5 o'clock and we hadn't even, neither one of us had mentioned it.
I told him, I said, you're so lucky I'm not one of those women who like holds that stuff over your head, because like I can't remember that stuff either. I'm completely
I'm usually the one remembering dates and birthdays and stuff like that.
But I know this seems like a weird off story, but I wanted to tell you guys really quick. When I left YouTube, I'm trying to get that like out. The first 2 or 3 months was just because I was taking some time off for my birthday, and then I had the flu in December. So all of December up until the 14th, I had the flu. And every morning, I'm making this like a really short version of the story. Every morning, I go out back to let my dogs outside. And this morning, on the 14th of December, I remember standing at the top of the stairs and thinking, oh my God, I feel like so much better from the flu. Like I can breathe really good. It's a beautiful day outside. And then I went down the first flight of stairs, and then I went to go take a step off of the second flight, and like my whole feet went out from underneath me, and I landed on my back and my hip out in the backyard, and everybody else was like in the house. Mm-hmm. And I remember I was like, down at the bottom of the stairs, because I thought that I broke my hip or my legs. Like I didn't know what.
Back.
My back, like I really, really hurt myself on the stairs that day. And I don't know how we got back up the stairs.
I went down and got you.
It was horrific.
Yeah, so I was in the house, and I hear her
all right,
out there.
Tim, we'll see you back in a bit.
I hear her wailing, and we have our deck, or when you go out on this floor, the deck is actually 1 story up. So I'm always worried that the dogs are going to go out and one of the little dogs is going to get pushed off the deck or something. There's rails and everything there, but the way she was wailing is, I thought, oh crap, one of the puppies got knocked off the top and fell and is hurt or dead or something like that.
Something was hurt.
That's the first thing I thought, and I went running out, and she's just sitting on the bottom of the steps yelling. And it took her a second to tell me that she was hurt. Because I'm looking around and I see her sitting there, apparently okay, but then she couldn't move. She couldn't get up. So I finally was slowly able to get her to stand up, and then we're at the bottom of the stairs trying to figure out how do we get back upstairs.
He was like, let me pick you up. And I was like, there's no way. There's no way you can pick me up. And I had this huge bruise, like immediately, that popped up on my back. And anyways, the only reason I'm telling you guys is because it was like a huge deal for me. hurt. I don't think I've hurt myself like that badly in my adulthood. I've broken like a rib or whatever when I was younger, but when I fell, I haven't ever been incapacitated like this for as long as I was. Because it took me a good solid 3 weeks before I could walk normal because I was just hunched over from the injury. And then it took me
probably another month or two.
It took me so long to recover from this fall. Like it was not like, oh, ha ha ha, ring cam footage, you know, ooh, I busted my ass. It was like, I busted my ass.
Yeah, it was 3 or 4 weeks before you could actually do things on your own, because it was all you could do just to get into bed and to get out of bed and go to the bathroom.
Like, and it was so painful, and it was definitely like a canon event. Okay, I told him yesterday. The chat was so much smaller yesterday, Andrew. I told him when I fell that it felt like a hot rod just like went straight from my butthole, like all the way out of my mouth. That's what it felt like. It hurt so bad. Anyways, when Casey's sitting here, it doesn't. Anyways, but dude, I almost broke my ass. I felt like I broke my hip like on day 2 when he was helping me hobble back and forth to the bathroom, because I couldn't even go to the bathroom on my own. I was like, I think I need to go to the doctor. Like, I'm not 100% sure if I messed my hip up, because when I would go to the bathroom and I would go to lower myself down, like I couldn't tolerate the pain. And I thought the only way that I would not be able to tolerate the pain is if I had fractured it or something like that. So we eventually went to the doctor.
Not that day. She would not let me take her to the doctor that day. So the next morning, all she would do is go to the walk-in clinic. And so and it was a lot of effort to get her up and get her into the car, get her out of the car. I mean, we're talking like 10 minutes to get her into the car, 10 minutes to get her out of the car, go to the doctor, sit down, only for them to tell us, oh, you need to go to the emergency room, which is what we thought anyway.
Because I knew they were going to fold me up. Wherever I went to get whatever x-rays that I was going to get, I knew, number 1, they were going to be stingy with the pain meds. Okay, and number 2, they were going to try to lay me out somewhere to like give me the x-rays or whatever, and I knew that was going to be beyond my pain threshold to handle. It was just, anyways, so that was like right early on when I first stopped uploading. So the first couple months was just me taking some time off around my birthday, and then boom, I fell, and that took me months to recover from. Like, I don't even know. Till I had to have like a grabber where I was picking things up off the ground.
She walked with a cane for like, what, at least 2 months?
It was whack, y'all. I jacked myself up really, really, really bad.
And she got a little bit depressed over it, because, you know, having to use a cane when you're in your 30s is not something that you really ever consider. But I mean, it is what it is. I mean, it was a long ordeal. But she didn't have any permanent damage. There was no broken bones. They did was it an MRI?
It was just, I really hurt myself. I guess I just really tore some muscles when I fell. But during that time, it's when I lost a lot of my collection, like, went down. And I'm not going to say things weren't super thirsty when this happened, because things were probably already deeply in need of watering whenever I got injured. But during and after healing up from that, things just went so rapidly downhill with the bigger part of my plant collection that I had in the tent out in the garage, which I've since broken down. But that was the major catalyst for losing a lot of things. Like, there was just no way for me to manage it, no way for me to handle it. And I had really overloaded my ass when it came to my plant collection, because I was one accident away from not managing it anymore, you know? So I know everybody else went through some depressive episodes. Some people went through some personal loss and stuff like that. And I know a lot of people have lost big parts of their collections. So I just wanted to let you guys know that I too have lost, you know, big parts of my collection. and it sucks. And I think about it a lot still, about a lot of the plants that I used to have, and it does make me sad. But I'm just trying to change my habits going forward so that I don't have this problem again. Like if something were to happen to me, or if I got injured or something, like I'm not gonna be, you know, murdering like tons of innocent plants in the process, you know. So I honestly thought you ghosted us. Well, I did kind of, because once that first period of time went by when I didn't upload for a while and then I got injured, like it gets really scary to come back after that. Like I was really scared, and I kept telling Casey, like, I want to upload a video, but like it is so hard to press the record button when you haven't uploaded in like 5 months or something like that. It is so overwhelming feeling, and I can't really express to y'all why that is. It just is, and I don't know why it is, you know. So Andrew said, on the plus side, prices will be much better now than before. Absolutely. And it's fun to go shopping now and see like the things that are available and stuff like that. So it's a good time. It's a very good time.
And if you've seen one of your previous videos, we found a plant shop locally here where we live that's opened up, selling some fairly nice stuff. So that's kind of cool. It's not just stuff that we can order now.
Yeah. Chaz, you have a great point that I take it as an opportunity to curate your collection and only allow really special plants in. And that's exactly what I'm trying to do. Like Casey was like, why don't you go back and get that one you were thinking about? Because I keep telling him I need to go get that variegated string of hearts from right down the street, okay? And I'm like, no, I'm not going to do that because...
It's probably gone now.
I'm full of shit anyways. I don't even know what I'm saying because I'm probably going to go down there and get it. I don't even know why I'm saying this, but I really am taking it slow. I'm really taking time and I'm potting stuff up. Like the whale fin that I got the other day is already potted up. The little white wizard I got the other day is already potted up. I'm not just buying things and kind of shoving them over to the side. I'm giving things more attention. That's for sure.
You want to talk about your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 snafu? That's hilarious.
Oh, well, I told them yesterday I was filming a video. I think it was Thursday. Was it Thursday or Friday? Either way, it doesn't matter. That's some old people shit to do. What day was it? Doesn't matter. I was doing the plants video. I was saying the top 5 things I've learned. Because Casey gets me like almost crying when I call him because things just aren't going well when I'm trying to film sometimes. He came home for lunch, so I had to break up the filming. So I recorded my number one, and then I thought I pressed record on the second portion and missed second through number 4. And then by the time I realized I wasn't filming, I only picked up number 5. And then
so it started as the top 5 things I've learned, but 3 of those things I guess she didn't learn, and we need to add a bonus thing that she didn't learn is hit record.
Yeah. So it's just knocking.
I can't tell you how many times that's happened though.
Knocking the dust off of it when you haven't been uploading or filming or whatever, it's really tough. Like you make the same stupid ass mistakes you made 5 years ago when you were first learning how to do everything, and it's over and over again.
We did that on the podcast a couple times
where
we went like 30 minutes.
One of those 5 things was not hitting record.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you see what I put up with?
It's a good story because
you see what I put up
here's
with?
5 things, but I'm only going to show you 2 of them because I didn't record the middle 3.
Either way. So, and another thing I was talking to everybody about, besides just like me disappearing in general, being injured and hobbled, did anything else important happen while we were gone? I lost a lot of my plant collection. I fell down the stairs and hobbled myself. I had the flu.
That was probably the bulk of it. I mean, the hobbling yourself just got you out of your normal routine because she basically couldn't do anything for about 2 months. any of her normal stuff.
I think
so.
just getting out of the routine was just all that was, and then I kind of just felt like whack, and then I don't know, it's just hard to get started back up. But I don't feel like that anymore, you know.
Well, you tried to focus on getting back physically, where you could get back to the gym and start exercising and working your back muscles a little bit and trying to strengthen everything back up.
I kept telling him, like, kept telling Casey, I was like, I can't do everything. You know what I mean? I can either be on diet plan and working out, and you know, I can't do all the good things. Like, my body will only allow me to do so many good things. Like, I can't be on a good YouTube uploading schedule, getting all my work done. Like, I've never been able to make consistent Instagram posts. Like, who are we kidding right now? Like, I can't do everything. So it's, I don't know. I'm trying to do everything now. I'm trying to eat well. I'm trying to work out. I'm trying to take care of my plants. And I'm trying to stay on a somewhat consistent YouTube schedule. So it's only a matter of time before all that blows up in my face, essentially. Because I can't do it all. I don't know how to do it all. I don't know how to do it all. Oh, another thing that I talked about is I'm having, it's not, I'm having hair loss issues. So I've been bleaching the shit, Andrew. Yeah, no shit. I've been bleaching my hair ever since I've been on this channel, for like 5 years. Christy D says she has her first case. Your first case of spider mites? Oh my God, how did you last that long without getting spider mites? Wow. Wow.
That's
and you
wild,
referred back to my spider mite video. You want to talk about some videos that get some views? Oh my God. Oh my God.
Yeah, and if you go back and look, she misnamed the plant, and I mean, over the last few years, it's like how many people just want to fuss about it's a mislabeled plant and this and that, and this is, you know, that video just wore us out.
That spider mite technique is a good technique, but I barely knew what I was doing. Like, I barely knew what I was doing, and it still gets the most views on my channel to this day. It's very embarrassing. Like, one of your first 10 or 11 videos just continues to get views. It's like, oh my God, will people stop looking at that? Oh, it's horrific. Anyways, I was bringing up about how I've been bleaching my hair forever and ever, as long as I've had this channel. It looks a lot better today because it's up, but the other day when I did that unlisted live, the crispiness was on display. It's bad. And I wanted to do a poll. I wanted to do a poll. Shut up. You don't know nothing. So here's the options that I'm thinking about doing with my hair, because it's breaking off really, really bad, okay? Really bad. Like, when I'm brushing my hair, yeah, it's pool time, guys. All the kids out, it's Adult Swim. So I'll brush my hair when I'm in the car, and I can literally see pieces of hair like this, like all over my shirt, because my hair is just breaking off. Casey doesn't understand the woes of my plight. He said, I think your hair looks great, and I think that's wonderful that he thinks my hair looks great, but it doesn't. It doesn't look great. It's like the texture of hay now. It's very bad. I have trimmed the dead ends off and trimmed the dead ends off. So we're like right here now with the hair length. It's not very long anymore. Remember how, like, back in the day, my hair used to be like, really, it's not that long. We're losing it. We're losing it. So I do not do hair masks, but I do, well, does the Olaplex 3 count as a hair mask? I guess. I do that on occasion. And whenever I bleach my hair, it's not that intense. Like, I only do 20 volume for the bleach, and then I only do 10 volume for the toner, and I don't put the toner all over my hair. So it's like my hair just can't take it anymore. Not only is it the change that's happening to me, well, it's coming for me too. So my hair's thinning and my hair's breaking. So I'm gonna put a poll out, and I'm gonna see what you guys think I should do. Should I just cut my hair, but to continue to keep it blonde? because I'm telling you guys, I've been brunette before, and I'm just feeling, I'm feeling some type of way about it. When me and Casey started dating, I was brunette.
With half of your head shaved.
I had both of my, I had no hair here or here.
So
okay?
funny story
I had a mohawk. He thought I had half my head shaved.
She had a strip of hair right here that was probably that long. And
I was a total badass,
buzzed on the sides. And for a long time, she would have it pulled over to one side, and I'd be like, oh, she just buzzed one side of her hair, and the other side was, the long was coming over and covering it. And then she would wear it on the other side, and I'd be like, oh, I thought it was on the other side, but I guess this is the side she buzzed. So for a long time, it was going back and forth, and I just thought I was mixed up on which side of her head was buzzed until one day she braided it all down the middle. And I was like, holy crap, both sides are buzzed.
Yeah, he was not into girls with their heads shaved, but yeah, I guess he made an exception.
Evidently.
I've been using an argan oil hair mask as normal conditioner and have seen some nice results. So I think we're way, okay. So I'm thinking a bob, I'm thinking a short hairstyle, but do I continue to kind of keep it blonde? Do you guys think that would, okay. Do you think that it goes with my skin tone better to be a lighter blonde, or do you think that it would be better if I went to like my natural like root color? So that's the, you know, people say it's dirty blonde, but really it's just like a light brown or whatever. I can't decide what the hell to do. Every time it comes up when I'm supposed to dye my roots, Casey gets really annoyed with me because I'm like, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Well, last time she went through this same process, and she's like, okay, I'm gonna color it back to try to get my natural color, and I'm gonna let it all grow out and heal. So
heal. It can't heal though. That's the thing. All this blonde, it's dead. It is dead. It's never coming back. So the only thing I can do to get my hair back healthy again is to let the natural hair grow out without the processing. But if I had a shorter hairstyle, I could probably get away with having less hair and blonde hair.
I think you should go natural.
Of course you think that. We're not asking you.
She's all for it until it gets time to start buying the bottles of stuff. Then she's like, one more time.
Oh my God, it's so stressful, dude. I can't type if you're just gonna like what are you looking at?
Nothing.
Get your head in the game.
My head is in the game. I'm talking about your hair.
Yeah, I know. So can you talk a little bit about, who said, I'd like to go back to natural and do some highlights if you don't want to do all natural. It's not that I don't know. I'm just so scared. Oh, thank you with your shield. I'm just scared of it not looking good with my skin tone, I guess. I'm afraid of it like washing my face out or like accentuating my dark circles or like something like that, you know? So I think that's what I'm worried about.
You just worrying.
I'm just worrying, man, you know?
Thing is, she likes it blonde. So that's the bottom line. She likes being a blonde.
I do.
Yeah.
Well, I've been doing it for so long. It's so hard to get away from it.
Which is weird because you hate everything being stable. You like to rearrange rooms and furniture and everything. She loves to move things around. It's like, I'm tired of this being over here. I mean, if I had a TV bolted to the wall for many years, and she hated it because it made that stationary where she had to work around it, and she wanted to move stuff around. So it's odd that your hair is not that way because you keep it the same way all the time.
Well, let's be real. If I wasn't dealing with like all the hair thinning, if my hair wasn't getting thinner and my hair wasn't breaking, then I wouldn't even be having all these thoughts. I'd just continue to bleach it. You know what I mean? But I am having serious problems with my hair. Like it's looking like I can't get it to hardly look good. I'm wearing it up all the time. It's just becoming a real issue. I thought about getting a wig, but it's so hard for me to try to get into the wig game because wigs are so easy to clock, and I'm not experienced with wigs, and I just don't want to look silly. You know what I mean? So, and basically what I think I'm going to do is probably dye it back to some sort of natural browny type color, and trim it. Like, it's probably going to be a lot shorter. I just hate that too. I just feel like I'm going to come home and I'm going to be crying. You know what I mean? Like,
There's
I don't
no
think
question. There ain't no question about that.
I am like, and who's going to cut it? I can't trust anybody around here to cut my hair. They'll butcher me. It doesn't matter where I go. I'd rather watch a Brad Mondo video and give myself a wolf cut in my bathroom than go to someone here. And I'm sorry, but that's just how I feel about it. These people out here can't do shit with hair. Oh, I have gotten a bonnet, so I'm sleeping with a bonnet at night, the silk bonnet, to try to prevent, like, but I just, you know what? We just need to let go of the hair that's here, that's blonde. I'm not going to shave my head. Settle down. I'm not talking about it like that.
I appreciate
We
that.
just need to say goodbye to it, as in, it's not going to get any better.
Bye-bye.
It's trash, and it's not going to get any better. That's the end of it. Yep. So,
And you're going to be very unhappy for a while.
so if you guys see me with a whack ass bob that's brown and you're like, what happened? That's what happened. You can't you can't bleach your hair for a decade and to not have consequences. Okay, that's what happens. Let me be a lesson to you all. If you're bleaching your hair, there is an end to that golden rainbow, okay? And it's at the bottom of your sink and it's filled with hair. And trust me, it's ugly.
Yeah, let me cut it. That's a great idea. I think that's a great idea.
You think
then you
can
could blame it on me.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I can see why, Sophie, I can see why you would drive an hour. I would drive a couple of hours if I knew that the person I was going to see, like, if I could trust them. But you can ask Casey, I have been brutalized on multiple occasions by hairdressers here. Brutalized, okay?
Yeah, they had her one day for like, what, 4 hours? I had to drive down and see if everything was okay.
A hairdresser having you in their chair for a long time is normal, but what they did to me while I was there was not normal. I told everybody yesterday, like, I've left for a vacation. I left with purple roots to go on vacation before. Ruined every photo.
Why would you do that?
Yeah. They had someone who just got out of beauty school, I think, trying to dye my roots, and I have the easiest roots to dye in the world. And she somehow screwed up. Hey, Lead Belly. What's up? So that's all of my non-planty stuff I wanted to get off my chest.
I could cut it on a live stream. I like that even better. Y'all could watch me cut it. Ooh.
Don't fuck with me. I've had a shaved head before. I've been down this road, and I thought I rocked it. And I wasn't near as muscular then as I am now. So I could definitely. I don't have a neck hump. You're trying to tempt me into flexing. Yeah, my neck hump went away when I lost weight. So
I thought she had osteoporosis. Whatever it's called.
I had full on stereo. I had dual stereo osteoporosis.
Yeah, she had high five.
I for real thought something was wrong with me. I thought when I had the hump on the back of my neck, the first time I noticed it was when I was filming videos. I think it was when I went on a shopping trip specifically that I noticed it. I pulled up my hair and I had this hump on the back of my neck. So I thought I had I think it's called dowager's hump or something like that. I was looking it up on YouTube. I was like, what do I do about this hump back here? And it said you could put like a balled up sock back here and like lay on it. It turned out it was just fat though. I just had a big fat Quasimodo hump back there. Is what it turns out. It turns out. Not everybody's hump is fat, but mine happened to be fat, you see? Because when you put on fat and you have these very, very, what do you call Caucasian genetics? I don't put on fat in fun places, like my butt or my boobies. I put on fat in my neck, the back here, here in the bingo wing area, the top of my ass to where it makes my ass the actual shape of a square, like SpongeBob SquarePants, and the inner parts of my thighs where they flap about when you're walking or rub and chafe to create a fire. That's the places I put fat on. So as sexy as that is, it's good to keep those things at bay.
Well, now you know.
If I could put on 50 pounds and it all go to my ass and my titties and my thighs and I could look really like an hourglass, I would do it. I would be at the Ben & Jerry's factory tomorrow. 100%.
Don't work that way, does it?
No, it doesn't. I think almost everybody puts on fat better than me. Way better than me. Yeah.
Well, this couch makes me look like I'm about 1,000,000 pounds, so.
You don't like it? It's probably your posture.
Yeah, I'm sure it is, but
Sit up.
I don't want to sit up. I'm lazy. I'm tired.
Anyways. So, other than that, that's pretty much catching you guys up. We ain't done nothing other than that. Me healing up from all that stuff. I took down the tent outside, and the update video that I've done on the tank that we have out in the garage, the tank we have here in our little plant room, and the tank in my bedroom, that's the majority of the stuff that I got going on for plants, like surrounding areas and stuff like that. And it's perfect for me so far. It's exactly what I can handle. I barely have to water anything. Most of the stuff is done through the aquaponics setup. And Casey's having a lot of fun. Whenever he gets to set up a tank, he's having a good time. So today he wants to, oh my goodness.
I want to eat. That's my stomach growling.
Today he wants to go get some more gravel?
Mm-hmm.
For the fish tank out in the garage. We're going to cut some of the variegated Monstera top cuttings up here and get him started with like some things that'll filter.
Which it's doing great, by the way.
Yeah,
When we first started this, there was some nutrient issues and things like that, and it took it probably a year to kind of settle in. But once it did, all we do to this tank now is add water and feed the fish, and that's it. And I mean, that is it. And the stuff is just taking off. The elbow leaves are big and mature and grow big stems, and everything's doing good. We got stuff wrapped around the whole room now. It's pretty cool.
Lindsay Loves Leaves says, have you ever had a splendid? I did have a splendid. It was one of my favorite plants. It lasted for a long time. It reached my ceiling several times. Sold lots of cuttings of it, and then I lost it. So it's super
We're gonna
sad.
find it though. It's somewhere. It's around here somewhere.
It's super sad. So I don't have my splendid anymore, but I do have tons of albos. Like anything that was in the aquaponics systems lasted. So
You're welcome.
I don't know. It's a very small list of things, but it's still a list of, I still got some stuff. And the stuff that survived also was all my cacti survived. All my succulents survived. Majority of my orchids survived. Isn't that wild? Like something's supposed to be so sensitive. They're such a succulent plant that they all survived. Hoya. All of my Hoya survived me not like doing well and stuff like that. So my collection, it's like as long as I keep doing it in this way, keeping things that are more succulent, one-leafed, sansevieria, orchid, cacti related type things, then I know in the future if something else happens, like I'm not going to lose a bunch of that stuff. So I prefer to collect in that area if I'm going to. But I'm not supposed to be collecting right now, so stop. Stop trying to make me do it, okay? Everybody settle down. You're making me think about that variegated string of hearts down there. Settle down.
Oh, Will has a prop if you're splendid.
Oh, really? I just purchased my first Albo, Monstera, and Thai Constellation. Congratulations, Sophie. That's awesome. Do you have to clean out the tank much, or do the plants filter it enough? We don't ever clean out the tanks.
Yeah, that's another thing. The water is crystal clear. Everything's just like a full ecosystem with all the plants and stuff. We do let some of the plants kind of grow into the water, then they grow out, and there's some roots in the water, and the fish will nibble on that, and it kind of has more of a, like it would be out in the wild. but we'll do an update on it.
Yeah, I'm totally down with doing plant trades with like anybody in my community that wants to do a plant trade. Like obviously I can't do them all at once, but plant trading is a good way to practice like under consumption when it comes to like plant collecting and stuff like that. Anytime we could do that and not pay for plants, especially in this economy, is a wonderful thing. Andrew tried for literally years to get me to put all the stuff I had on my collection on a spreadsheet, and now it's actually attainable and I could probably do it very easily. So I think that's going to be the plan, is to put all the stuff I have on a spreadsheet and then host like periodic plant trades during lives would probably be the plan for that, because I would like to get back some things that I lost, and I know a lot of people would like to do the same. You know, not overwhelm ourselves again. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying just getting a couple of things back. That's all I'm saying.
There's a little bit of algae on the walls, Andrew, but we do have one pleco in there. And the only reason there's algae at all is because I put a little lamp light down right on the tank and blew it right on there, shined it on there, so to try to create enough algae, because it's a little bit back from the window and I was worried there wasn't going to be enough natural algae, and the lights are up really high. And so we've kind of created a little extra just for the pleco to eat. But other than that, it's just in good shape, and the water's crystal clear. The fish are healthy.
And Super Novarius said, if you were a plant, what plant would you be?
What plant would I be? I don't know.
I'd be a sensitive ass.
An oak tree.
I'd be a Photonia.
I'd be an oak tree.
I'd be a Photonia. Or a peace lily. I'd be a peace lily or a Photonia. What did you say?
I'd be an oak tree.
Oh, you think so,
Yeah.
huh? All right, whatever. Whatever. Oh, man. Well, that would be awesome. I have, I would like to get all my totes organized outside. I don't even really, some of them are like half dead and just need to be cleaned out, and I need new spag moss, and I need to take cuttings of the things that I've just recently got. I plan on doing all that during lives. I think live streaming is the way forward for me.
So tell us, do you like the live format to do this stuff, or would you rather have a pre-packaged video, edited video?
Well, it doesn't really matter because I'm gonna be doing.
Never mind.
Never mind. Doing more lives. Like I don't think anybody really cares either way. You know what I mean? They just want content. They just want something to watch. You know?
Well, you'll get more content if she doesn't have to edit it all the time.
Yeah, and Andrew reminded me that those variegated string of heart plants are succulents. Oh. So it does fit into like my care window of things that I do well.
Care. Your lack of care window.
Now, I didn't hassle you when you wanted to start up that fish tank.
I was just being serious.
And say, now, dear, don't start with me.
I never finished.
We'll go. They love the lives. I'm literally gonna start starting the live here at the house. Maybe getting ready with you guys, and then taking you guys with me to the store, or just plant shopping and stuff like that in general. I think it's gonna be a good time. So, have you ever tried wildflower seeds outside in a sunny pot? I have a couple of large planters full of gorgeous flowers. So easy. I haven't, but we have a neighbor, lives about 6 houses down from us. They had a little flower bed, just a little raised flower bed out in the front yard, and I can tell that's what they did. They just spread some wildflower seeds, and when it came up, one of the most gorgeous things. Had little wild poppies in it, and so it was so pretty. So I would definitely like to do that at some point, but in all honesty, my outside stuff never gets done. It's always the inside stuff.
We will post these lives so that you'll be able to go back and watch them later if you'd rather just catch the video after the fact.
Yeah, Will, just email me. I'm pretty sure I put like my email in my description boxes underneath all my videos, and that's an easier way to contact me. Yeah, for like anything. If you want to do like a plant trade, because Instagram, I do get flooded. I get a lot of like sexual stuff on Instagram for whatever reason. like cam girls are in my, I don't know. Like, I don't know.
That's the stuff I'm sending you.
Is that what you're sending me? I don't know. I don't get it. But, or like they're trying to do group chats and they're trying to include me on like a 12-person group chat. You don't ever get that? I don't know. I have no idea why I'm getting that.
I'll have to check your
If
feed
you
out.
were getting it, I'd be like, why the fuck are you getting it?
That's exactly right. That's what I'm over here thinking.
But that's why I think, remember how I tell you all the time that Instagram thinks I'm a lesbian?
Yeah.
It's because it's always trying to throw me into those like XXX rated group chats and stuff like that. Okay, thank you, Andrew. He gets those too. Jeez Louise, I was about to say, I don't know. There ain't really, who have you guys been okay, first of all, have you been watching plant content like you used to watch plant content? Or are you just keeping your plant collections and not really watching plant content? I find that to be a very interesting question. I'm gonna poll it. Are you watching plant content? Besides me, of course. I know all of you always watch all the videos that I put out, of course. I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about everybody else. Are you guys watching plant content? Hey, there's my poll. It popped up. I like having fun with the polls.
I want to say
I
it's going
can't
to
see the
skew
whole
heavily.
poll.
Yes, I can see it.
Why can't I see the whole thing? It's only giving me the option to end it.
Oh, it ain't letting me see it either. Oh, you got to click the bar. Click the bar.
Oh, I got an old.
You got to click on
it. So, majority of you guys are.
It's funny. All the no's are watching plant content as they say no.
Well, that's not true because I have favorite plant YouTubers that I watch, but I don't necessarily
consume general content.
I don't consume random general plant content. I have certain plant YouTubers that I still watch because they're kind of like comfort YouTubers because I've been watching them for over 5 years, some cases 7, some cases 10.
It's a lot closer than I thought it'd be.
Yeah, but some of the time it's just I'm not seeking out random plant content. I'm more likely to watch like a documentary or something, a BBC documentary or a Discovery like before I'm willing to watch someone else's plant content. So
interesting. 60-40 split.
aquascaping content, yeah. Hey Leah Chavez, fellow Archie, what's up, girl? Yeah, I have not been watching much plant content. Yeah, see, that's kind of that's exactly the vibe that I had. That's crazy that y'all feel the same way. Marnie's been watching it. So, yeah, definitely no randos. So I had to quit watching plant content long ago, like probably 3 years ago, because it felt intimidating to see other people's views and watch time and stuff like that, like people who were making content very similar to mine. I was getting caught in the trap of comparison. Like, oh, this person has this many subs, or oh, this person's getting this many views, and it would always make me feel kind of a certain type of way. So I always felt like if someone had made a title, like these are my top 10 plants of July, I would feel like I couldn't do that video because some random person on YouTube made that video, so it was off limits for me. And it was like, if they had an opinion, I couldn't have that opinion. If they did that video, I couldn't do that video because originality was so important to me. And it just clouded everything I was doing, so I kind of had to stop watching it back then, you know? Yeah, it did get repetitive. Supernovaria, it's the most random shit with you, but I'm enjoying it. I like it. I see a lot of unboxings and plant tours on my feed, but I have no desire to see any random. That's exactly how I feel about it. So I guess that's why
I got to mention the ibuprofen comment because we've been to the doctor before she used to have lots of back issues before she fell, and she was having a flare up, and she went to the doctor asking for something that could help alleviate the pain, and has no history of med shopping and things like that. And they're like, well, I could prescribe you something. What does he prescribe? prescription strength ibuprofen. What does that mean? Instead of taking 2 ibuprofen, you take 4. It's the exact same thing, except he wants to charge us for a prescription. Please. Never got over that one.
Disgraceful. Yeah, so comparison was getting to me, but this was years ago, y'all. This was like when I first started YouTube. So, and no tea, no shade, but I got not drug, that's not the right word. I participated in some group chats of some fellow plant YouTubers, okay?
Would they know who these people are?
And all of you would know who these people are.
Oh, interesting.
Okay. And I didn't necessarily participate in the chat as much as I read the chat, okay? And I think being involved in that chat also like warped my brain a lot about content and what content I was quote unquote allowed to make and what quote unquote content was good and who was good and who wasn't good and what, you know, things like this. And I eventually saw myself out of that chat. It took me a really long time to do that, but yeah, it affected, like when you're making content and stuff like that and you feel like you're part of this group and you're part of these, you know, like it's really hard because you feel like you're getting judged extra hard and stuff like that. But since then,
well, based on that chat, you are. It don't feel like it.
I don't know. When I tried to be heavily involved, I think, in the plant community at first, and I think that was detrimental. Not because the people weren't good people, but because for my mentality and how I view things and how I want to create content and how I want to be original and how, you know, just you want to be liked and you want people to like the things that you're doing, it made me feel like I couldn't do a lot of the things that I wanted to do, you know? So it, you know,
more just complaining about other people's content and just stupid stuff. It was very petty.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Lead Belly. I'm sorry to hear that. I know how that feels when you're having the back problems and stuff like that. So I'm sorry to hear that. We'll be praying for you. Yeah. So it was okay. It was the Mean Girls edition. Okay. And if you are watching this live right now and you were in that group chat, I'm not telling all your business, and I will never say all the things that were said in that group chat. There was a lot of shit that was said. And, you know, it did make me afraid to step out of line in certain ways, right?
Out of line. That alone is irritating.
Yeah.
Like, who's trying to keep you in line?
Nobody really.
I know.
It was a self-imposed feeling
yeah.
from
I love Mean Girls.
from being involved, right? And now, like, I have since I left that chat, I haven't thought really a lot about it since. And also, since having so much time off of YouTube, it's kind of changed my perspective. You know, like, I can do whatever I want. It doesn't matter, you know, if it fits into this niche community or not. Hopefully my audience will grow with me. And it's not like, I do feel the pressure to sometimes create these are my top 10 plants that I picked up for February or March, because there are plant tubers out there who are very successful doing those things, you know? But I don't feel like that's where my channel is headed. I don't feel like that's where I'm going.
The best content is what you want to talk about, period. And people either watch it or they don't, but at least it's something that you're interested in.
Yes, these were big creators. These were creators that had 100,000+ subscribers.
You would know, and smaller, but
and
all
smaller
of them,
ones.
they would know every one of them if you mentioned their names.
Yeah. So it was intense. It was intense to be in the chats with some of these people. You know what I mean? Because you're like, oh, they really know what they're talking about, you know? But I'm not going to talk about that anymore. I'm just saying, like, that's all part of the evolution of me making content and me having an online presence. That was just part of it. You know, I really wanted to be a part of, like, the group, but I never could do it. You know what I mean? I never could really do it. So I just got to do my own thing. And I'm going to be doing, I've definitely grown from watching top 10 plants and let's hang out and repot. That's the problem, because I feel like I've grown out of it too. I'm going to be real with you. And I want to
He didn't say grown out of it, grown from. I'm wondering if it's either sarcasm or he felt like he got a lot out of it. And with Andrew, it could be sarcasm.
I think he's saying he's
quoted.
just not into it as much anymore, is what I'm thinking.
You're probably right.
And that's how I feel, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to do my own stuff. We're just going to hang out a lot. I hope to be like a presence online where you could know that I'm going to be live often and that you can come in and chat and stuff like that. That's the goal. It's scary as hell, because once you start doing live content for any period of time, like that becomes your thing. So we're about to dive in, fellas. We're about to dive in. I can't do a poll. I can't do it for any longer than 5 seconds. I can't focus.
What was your poll going to be?
Nothing.
Dropping your co-host?
Yeah, who do I hire as my new co-host? This time I did whatchamacallit, put all the dogs up so they weren't driving me freaking insane the whole time.
We tune out so much of the dog noise that we don't notice it until you listen at the playback and you're like, oh crap, that was a lot of racket. All the ticky-tacky on the floors and things like that.
Yeah, I couldn't stand it. The other day when I went live with Ari and Andrew, it was basically me and Andrew and Shelby were in there. I did a live stream. It was unlisted. So the only people that could get to the live stream were the people who clicked the link on my Instagram story, which was 3 people.
That's not a good way to do it. Why would you do that?
It was horrifying, and I would like to say thank you to Ari and Andrew specifically for being there and holding my hand while I was, because like for the first 5 minutes, like nobody was there, I think. And I was like, I kept saying to myself, I was like, it's too early. Like, oh my goodness, everybody's just not here because it's too early. Like, I thought I'd have at least like 1 person in there. It was so brutal, you guys. I wanted to cry afterwards just because of the stress of it all. And Casey couldn't stop laughing at me.
I tried really hard.
So
I tried so hard, but geez.
Yeah, man. I would love to do a collab with Harley G. You guys know I'm totally obsessed with her. I've always been obsessed with her. Always. We refer to a certain hotel that we stay at as the hotel where Harley G shouted you out at, because when she did that shout out video for me, I just died. So you guys know I love me some Harley G, who's also one of the people who's one of my comfort YouTubers, who I still watch. But yeah, and YouTube gets confused because it'll throw a bunch of plant channels at me, and I'm like, God, I'm not interested, okay? I know who my people are, and these are my people. I don't have Instagram. Yeah, lots of people don't have Instagram.
You gonna post it?
No, I'm still like, I'm trying to figure out what another option is. Keep it blonde and cut bob. Cut bob and color brown. Keep it blonde and cut a bob.
Some form of shaving it.
And then we'll say, keep it long layers brown. You're supposed to occupy.
Oh,
you're not supposed to watch me do it.
Well, just do it. Do it. I mean, I'm just here to.
Bangs. Is Rev still around? I'm not sure. You know, that's a really good question. I haven't even looked her up. Plantastica, is that who you're talking about? You could be a co-host. Casey lives locally. Casey Gladwell lives locally to me, and we met in my local dentist office.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and I was like, very rarely, I think only like 3 times ever have I met someone who's recognized me from being online.
Well, I don't know about having another Casey as your co-host.
Yeah,
that seems a little bit weird.
So me and Casey could actually hook up and go plant shopping because she lives that freaking close. Very close. Oh, shit. I can't operate this thing without a mouse.
It's a wonder you can do anything with those nails. You ought to see her type. You know, most time when you type, your fingers touch the keyboard. Well, she's typing like this high off the keyboard. She manages.
Poll incoming. Pool time. Are you going to vote, you little turd? Get out of there.
I'm gonna vote.
I know. Lead belly. That's my problem.
For you to do.
Like, I need to do something. My roots are growing out, guys. I don't know what to do. We've seen how she wipes. We're good. We have a bidet. I don't have to worry about that.
She don't
shit
wipe anymore.
I do too. Oh my god. Will you stop?
I forgot all about that.
Oh my
How to
God.
wipe with long nails.
One Casey, one Cletus. Let's see how's this going. Oh, cut, bob, and color brown. Now, what? Y'all wouldn't steer me wrong, would you? You wouldn't.
They're like,
You
do
wouldn't,
this.
You wouldn't do that. You wouldn't say some shit like that just to fuck me up, would you? You wouldn't do that. I'll fucking do it. I'll get a bob tomorrow. I'll do it. You little fuckers. I can't believe you're gonna say I should get a bob. You know what? It would accentuate the muscularity if my hair was short. You know what? Short hair is just a recipe for a damn mental breakdown. That's what that is.
Because there's no fix to that unless you get extensions.
My hair's damn near a mullet now. I'm just gonna be real. It's a damn near a mullet. I got short layers here, and then it's long in the back. It's a whole ass mess. So don't be worried about it. You can vote the way your heart leads you. Okay? I know if you already voted once, there's no way to go back.
I voted to keep it long layers and brown.
Did you?
Yes.
You want me to go brown?
What's your natural color?
Yeah, it is my natural color. I don't know. It's a loaded question anyways for you, isn't it?
Ooh, it's 50-50 now, or
Oh,
neck and neck.
Short hair does need styling. It can't. If it's a bob, it has to be at least, so it wouldn't be this short. It has to be long enough for me to at least put it up in a ponytail. Even if it's like a dinky one, I have to have at least a dinky ponytail. So, anyways, I don't know. What have y'all been up to? I don't have no drama. I'm trying to think if I have any drama besides that group chat. Y'all like that tea? I'm letting a couple more votes come in. I'm not sure yet. Cut bob and color brown is looking like it's coming in the top here.
Nobody wants the blonde bob cut.
Yeah, I think
few people.
I think that they think that it's, I bet it's yellow right now, so none of it looks good. It's not toned. It just looks like a damn mess. That's why they're like, please, kill me now. Put me down. You need to kill me. Blind bob. Oh my God. Change one thing at a time. That's a good idea. That's a
Silent
really good
bob
idea.
or no bob.
Golly, your stomach.
You don't have to feed me. I'm starving. I'm over here. I'm about to wither away.
Are you starving? They were asking yesterday how you were doing on your health journey and how's
I'm doing good.
your stuff. And I was saying you were being good, except for here lately. You have eaten some poor meals lately. Not that I would police that sort of thing, because I would never do anything like that. But yeah, he's eaten a couple of bad meals here and there. But he does pretty good, don't you?
I think so. Not the last week. The last week's been kind of rough. I almost got over emotional eating, like stress eating. Now, right about the time I thought that I was done with that.
That's his secret, John. He's always hungry.
Yeah. Yeah. I am like the Hulk when it comes to eating. When I get into that mode, I can put it away.
I didn't mean to interrupt you. You said you were almost over the emotional eating.
Yeah, but I don't think I am.
Yeah. We go back and forth, like we'll get
stress. It's not emotional, it's stress eating. And I get like stressed at work.
We'll get really strict for like 3 months straight. We'll do really, really, really good. And we won't cheat at all. Like no cheats. Like eating at home, whole foods, home cooked, low carb, the whole nine. And we'll just be like bebopping and scatting and feeling really good and being like, we don't need none of that shit anyways. Oh, I can't believe we used to eat like that. What a bunch of pieces of shit. And then boom,
Turn into Cookie Monster.
And then boom, we'll eat something bad. And then it's like once we eat something bad, it like
Triggers
snowballs and it triggers us. And now we're like on day 3 or day 4 of being like having some bad days with the eating right now. So yeah.
Probably gonna do it again today too. I'm really hungry.
Think so. I don't think we're gonna be doing that.
Well, we're getting ready to do something because I'm hungry and I gotta pee.
Well, how long have we been on?
Over an
I can't
hour.
tell. Over an hour?
Yeah.
That's not bad. That's not
Oh,
bad.
long, keep it long layers of brown is taking the lead.
Ooh, okay. I think I can deal with that.
End
I think
it
I can
right
deal with
now.
that.
That's the one you're wanting.
I think I'm going to. I'm ending the poll. It ended on keeping it long with layers and brown. So I guess, I don't know. I might go get it cut professionally. If I go get it cut professionally and they mess me up, I swear to God, I'm never going again. That's the last time I'm ever going to do it. I'm too old. But I can't cut. Like, I can't.
You can trim a little bit,
I
but
can
you
trim.
can't do
I
them.
can trim my dead ends, but I don't know how to cut hair. You know what I mean? So get the cut, then address the color. Yeah. So
That's the ticket.
yeah, Lindsay Leslie's. You're not too far. Yeah, I don't know. I gotta do something about it because it's making me feel all kinds of different kinds of ways. And my birthday's coming up in October, and I don't want to be coming into my birthday with some whack ass hairdo that I'm not happy with. I'm gonna be a woman of a certain age. Do you know how I am the plant madam? I have earned that title now. I am going to be the ripe old madam age is what I'm gonna be. So, good morning from Germany. Hey Casey, how far is Clinton from y'all?
I believe Clinton is southwest Arkansas, so it's probably 3 hours or so. I could look it up.
I don't know. Whatever I do with the coloring, I'm gonna go live and I'm gonna color it with you guys.
That's close.
So
no, Clinton, Arkansas is north. I thought that was south.
And depending on how good my service is, 2 hours, he said. And depending on how good my service is, I'm probably gonna take you to the Sally's with me, for emotional support, so that we can pick the color together. Because I kind of know what I want to do, but I'm not 100% what I want to do. Also, the Sally's Beauties ladies bullied me. They bully me every time I go in there. So there's one lady who's really helpful, and she is like good for me to ask questions. And then there's another lady who told me that one time she told me like I couldn't do a certain color because it wasn't good for my skin tone. And then I felt like scared to buy the color afterwards because she was telling me it wouldn't look good on me. But I bought the color anyways, and then I went home and did it, and it looked really bad on me. And now
she was right.
And now I hate her even more because she was right about it. So we have a real problem with the Sally's ladies down there. I wish that they would just only help me if I ask for help. I wish they wouldn't push it on me because it makes me feel really scary. Like, because I'm already in a state of panic. If I'm at the Sally's Beauty Supply store and I'm looking at hair dye, we're already at a stage 5, okay? Emotional distress. I don't need you putting your personal opinion. I don't know you, lady, at the Sally's Beauty. You've not known me for any period of time. And you're telling me what I should do to my hair? That's whack. Isn't that whack? Be like the lady at the hairdressing place just telling you what hairstyle to pick when you come in. You know what I mean? Like, I think you should get the high and tight buzz cut, even though that's what you get. Yeah. You should get a mohawk. Be like, no, bitch. Leave me alone. You don't know me. They are mean for no reason. Like they know what they're talking about. Show me a Sally's lady that doesn't look whack. If you work at Sally's, I'm so sorry. You can unsubscribe. I'm so sorry. Oh my God. Thank you, Lindsay. I did buy it out of spite and it didn't work out. Like it looked like shit. I did a test strand near my face. It looked terrible. She was right, but the point is don't impose yourself on just let me do what I want to do. That's the point.
You hated that because she come over. You ain't gonna believe what this woman told me at Sally's. Blah blah blah. She was just going on and on. Then she tried it, and I was like, well, she's like, she was right.
Hey, I trust y'all with a live stream.
You talk about a bad mood. That puts the madam in a bad mood right there for someone to tell her something she don't want to hear and then be proven right.
I trust y'all. I trust a poll on my live stream with everybody more than I trust a random Sally's lady. Okay, that's just real talk. End of the story. Hey, Cassidy. Remember the giveaway trivia game? That was so much fun. Oh my God, I can't even remember that. Like I remember it, but I don't remember it. Were we asking trivia questions? Oh my
Yeah,
God.
I think we
that
always
was
run into
forever
problems
ago.
because the chat wasn't always in the right order. So
Yeah.
then, you know, then someone get upset or, you know, like I was there first, and our feed showed something different. And
Yeah, we figured out that not everybody's
thank you,
feed showed
YouTube.
up the same. We had several people that would send us screenshots where they had said it first, and it showed up that they had said it first, and everybody's screenshot. We're like, what the hell do we do now? This is dumb. It is really hard to do that sort of thing.
I'm curious if y'all heard the train. Do y'all hear the train going on?
I hate the fucking train.
That train, I tell you
I hate the train. Thank you so much, Jennifer. Welcome to the stream. We are happy and we are quasi-healthy. We're pretty healthy. Was it a warm reddish color by chance? It was. It was a warm reddish color. Why are you asking that? Oh, yeah, it was a warm reddish color. I saw this bitch on TikTok. It was reposted on Instagram. I have a TikTok, but I don't use it. It was reposted, and I bet you've seen the same girl. She had the strawberry red hair. She looks amazing. She's got this big, I mean, it's just big, wavy red everything. And I thought, bitch, if I'm going to do brown, why not take a little dip into Red Town and have a little red hairdo for a minute and then go brown so we can do multiple personalities. And that's what I went and I tried the warm reddish tone on my hair, and it did. It looked really terrible.
It didn't last long, did it?
I only did like a chunk like this big over here on the side, but it looked really, really bad. It looked bad. Yeah. Yeah, naturally cool ashy blonde has been the color I've been forever. And that's just what I feel most comfortable in. But it just ain't, I don't think it's working out, y'all.
It also doesn't help that Rachel hates making decisions. Where do you want to go eat? She can't decide. You know, so when it comes to making somewhat of a, not just an everyday type of decision, but hair color and things like that, she hates it. And she has this major struggle session every time. Would you agree?
Yeah, but it's so much deeper than that because I'm being forced into making this decision because my hair is thinning. I'm being forced into making this decision because my hair is breaking off, like, everywhere. Like, it's not just like, ooh, I want to change it up. It's like, oh, my hair is half the density it once was. It's broke off like a mofo, and it looks like a bag of hay. So what can we do? That's why it's so like hard for me to make this decision because I don't really want to make it. I wish I could just carry on.
That's what I just said.
Yeah.
You hate making decisions.
It's this decision in particular that I hate making because it's so charged and emotionally draining. You don't know what that's like, Captain. I look good. Yes, I'm a Libra. Yeah, I'm a Libra. He's gonna look good forever until the day he just passes away suddenly in his sleep. He's gonna look amazing. And he's not gonna have to do anything to keep looking amazing besides working out and eating right and stuff like that.
Look at this freaking gray beard. I look like an old man. I mean,
don't you go fishing for compliments in my chat.
Oh my God.
I will knock some sense into everybody right here, right now. Yeah. I was telling the chat yesterday that I got Rogaine for my bald spot. I'm like, I'm all over the place.
Per usual.
DTF Lo-Fi artist, there are small brown dots under the leaves and clear indicator to be mites. I caught it early enough. Now there's now visible webs. Oh, are you talking about spider mites? May the force be with you. Wash them leaves. Wash them leaves,
Hope
DTF.
it's a big leaf plant that you can wash.
I feel like the blonde just complements your skin tone really well. Can't help the hay situation. I know it, girl. I'm telling you.
Speaking of mites, that's probably the single biggest question that we've had on that video is, what do I do if it's really small leaves? What did you say?
Oh, yes. Yeah, people ask what if it's really small leaves. I would say,
something else? I mean,
probably throw it in the trash because it's not going to make it.
But everybody the question always was asked in a way like,
yeah, throw it away.
Yeah. like we're suggesting that they have to wash every leaf on a small leaf plant too. And how could that's just not feasible. We were never saying that. We were demonstrating it on a big leaf plant.
DTF, you're on the right track. You got to keep it up. If you fall off and you stop treating and you just let it go, then it'll be back. And maybe identify the plants that seem to be the main culprit that are like bringing them into your house, because I swear to God, they manifest out of the tissues of certain plants. They come from inside and they come forth. So you might want to identify which ones are the culprits and get rid of those specifically. Cut and color should complement your skin, face shape, and good beautician will give you advice. I need a good beautician. Where have all the good beauticians gone? Is the next album that I will be making. I inspect my compactor daily since I put it outside. Mealies used to be the bane of my existence. Right before I lost a lot of my collection, that shit was driving me completely insane. For such cute little pests, horrific. I bought an ozone emitter to sterilize the environment. Pretty good. Wife brought an outdoor plant inside. Didn't realize it was infected. Boy, she'll never live that down, will she? That will be the end of that good time. Yeah. I have tried Olaplex, Marnie, but we're putting a Band-Aid on like on a broken stick. You know, there's not a lot we can do for it at this point. We're just gonna have to let it go. We're gonna have to let it go. But that's all I got. Like, I think I'm gonna have to get off of here and feed my grizzly bear, who's not such a big grizzly bear anymore. Oh my goodness.
Feed me.
Look at those muscles. Oh my goodness. He wants to flex so hard, so bad right now.
We gotta go to the gym today too, and this one don't want to go.
No. I will go.
I did have one thing I want to say. Getting old sucks, and I feel good physically, okay? So physically, I feel better than I did when I was 40. I'm about to turn 51.
Tell me how you feel, baby.
About 51, right? Almost 51.
Oh my God.
Which is old, okay?
You're almost 51?
Yes, I'm almost 51. Next month, I'll be 51.
Oh my God.
That was not the point. Let's don't get sidetracked here. Take it easy, okay? My point was, here's what I don't recover from very well. I had a late night where me and my boss and the guy that works for one of our VPs we were out recruiting some people in a different part of the state, like a long ways away. So we had like a 3 or 4 hour drive. We didn't meet until the evening, and then we met for 3 hours, and then we drove back. So I got back at like 12:30, okay, almost 1 o'clock. That was on a Tuesday night. I have not recovered from that yet. That's like 3 or 4 nights sleep since then, and I still am worn out from that thing. It's terrible. It's terrible. Used to, I would sleep, 4 hours in a night, and I'd just get up and I'd be bebopping and scatting. What are they laughing at me about?
Andrew said, "Can you believe Rachel and Casey are 50?" He's so funny to have in my chat. I love it. Is there any treatment program to save the soil? Well, yes, we are getting older. Yes, it is harder to recover. Yes, it does suck. And that's another thing. I might be taking y'all to the gym too. I don't know. We're just going to go places together. So I hope y'all are into it. I hope you guys...
We will give you some real fitness tips that are age appropriate. Because if you watch social media, there's like all the people are out there. It's like, oh, you got to go hard as you can. You got to just go push, and you do have to push things, but you don't have to just go kill yourself, because the older you get, the easier it is to kill yourself, And there's just a lot of bad advice out there that people hear and take that's not necessarily appropriate for everybody, right? Now, if you're 25, take all that advice and just go. But if you're 50, you might want to look at it from a different perspective.
Well, he will tell you all the things, and he will make sure that you know all the things.
We've learned some stuff.
What do you mean?
You acting like I don't know what I'm talking about.
No. Do you think that's how I was acting?
Yeah.
No, that's not how I was acting. I wasn't saying that at all. I'm just saying
That's the way I took it.
Casey's very willing to tell you all the things, and he knows a lot of things. Okay, so he's going to tell you all of them. You should encourage him. because he took the podcast channel and he changed the title of it to
I was going to repurpose it to T2 Fitness.
It's,
or I
it's
kind
already,
of
the
did,
channel's
but
there.
but when I went to go to record stuff, I just couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. It's a lot harder than you think. I can tell you about it all day long, but it's just a lot harder. My thought was to start a fitness channel from the perspective of, you know, older people that are actually having health issues, and, you know, things that I did that worked, and rather than just trying to piecemeal it from 25-year-old fitness influencers who've never been out of shape or been sick in their life, you know, and their perspective is different. So anyway, but it's hard to record.
You should encourage him to put out some content to make his first video over there, because he was going to make a video long ago before I took my break. He was going to make a video and he got really discouraged from making a video. And I think he would do so well by himself on YouTube making his own videos, and I think that people would really enjoy watching him, and I think he's got a lot to say. It's just a little intimidating. So if you could give some encouragement in the comment section of this live for him to start doing that, that'd be great, because I think he would be really successful. That's all there is to it. And he's got a lot to say, and he does have a lot of tips and stuff for people our age and things like that for working out. So I think he'd be wonderful. Go for it, Casey. Come on, Cletus. See, everybody loves you. Everybody loves Casey. All right, guys. I'm going to get off here. I'm going to feed my grizzly bear. I'm going to, I think, be back Monday morning. Okay, so, start with romantic after dinner walks. You know, that would be a good way to get some content. If we went, I don't know, we might be breathing.
One of my fitness tips too.
No OnlyFans, Emily. Not until we get not until Casey
We've got
retires.
the footage. We just don't have
not
the guts
until Casey retires, because, you know, we have some issues with the HR and stuff like that. Senior workout ideas. Oh my God, you guys are the best. I love you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for coming to the live today, and I'm glad I finally got it off unlisted so that you guys could all come. Thank you so much, Emily and Marnie and Ari and Will and Emily and Tim and everybody that came out today. Thank you so much. I'm going to be back on Monday morning. I don't know what we're going to do yet, but we're going to do something. We may just be having coffee. We may go to the plant store.
We never even drank coffee, and we said this was about coffee.
I know. I don't ever do anything the way I'm supposed to be doing. Love you guys. See you later. Later, taters. Bye.